So this is the 3/4 sleeve, and for this measurement the length is 15 inches. So out of that 15 inches I'm going to take away 3 inches for the band, and that leaves the 12 inches for the length of the sleeve. We are still going to prepare the 3-inch band separately. So now the length that I'm going to measure here now is 12 inches. So to start, I will measure 0.5 inch for the sewing allowance, which is this 0.5. Then I'll rule it. Then after that I will measure the length, the 12-inch length, which is here. Then I'll add 0.5 inch for sewing allowance again. So I'm going to rule that one too. Then I'll rule this. Okay, now the next thing, this part is for the lower slope, while this part is for the upper slope. So I'm going to lower the lower slope with 3.5, which is the standard. For bigger armhole of like 17 or 18, you can use 4 or 4.5 inch. So, but I'm using 3.5 inch for this one. This 3.5, and I'm going to rule on that. That's the armhole line. Then I'll measure my armhole. The armhole is 14 divided by 2 is 7 inches plus 1 inch sewing allowance. So that is that. So this is where it is. Then I'm going to make a slant from there to the edge here. So that is good. Now I need to find the midpoint of this slant. So this is like 9 and 0.2. So if I divide it into 2, I'm going to have 4.5 and a little addition there. All right, that is that. So I'm going to rule that one too. Now I need to find the midpoint of this point. Let's say this is A, this is B, and this is C. So I'm going to find the midpoint of A to B, which is going to be like here. Then the same thing with point B to 6. I'm going to find the midpoint, which is here. Very good. So I have the midpoint here, and I also have the midpoint here. So this is the upper part of the slope. This is the lower part of the slope. Now for this upper part of the slope, I'm going to measure 0.5 inch upward here. Then for the lower part of the slope, I'm going to measure 0.5 inch downward. Okay, you can find this pattern in the workbook, or you check the previous sleeve that I did with how to make sleeve. So now I want to connect all these points now together. I'm going to use my curve. Yes, use your curve. Just make sure you know how to position your curve. Then I'll use it like this to this point. Then I'll use it to that point. Very good. Can you see that we have our slope now? The next thing now to measure my round sleeve, which is 6 inches plus 1 inch. So I can now connect the length here. That is all. So the next thing is to cut out our sleeve pattern, and we will just be done with the sleeve.